of the historic Georgia Guidestones.
Yeah, the mysterious monolith stood on a field.
But it is a prime area for the chalky white mineral, kaolin. It's big business.
Something amazing has been found in Georgia, and it could change technology forever. Under Georgia's beautiful land, scientists discovered kaolin mines full of rare materials needed for modern technology. Join us as we explore Georgia's hidden treasures, where every corner has a story that could change history. Mountains, swamps, and secrets beneath. Nestled in the southeast of the United States, Georgia is a blend of history, nature, and secrets waiting to be unearthed. This state covers over 153,000 square kilometers, offering landscapes that range from towering mountains to sprawling swamps. To the north, the Appalachian Mountains dominate the horizon, forming a dramatic natural border with Tennessee and North Carolina. Meanwhile, the Savannah River winds its way along the eastern edge, separating Georgia from South Carolina, eventually spilling into the Atlantic, where sandy beaches and the stunning Golden Isles greet visitors. Further south, the Florida border introduces a shift to tropical vibes, where lush pine forests and swamps teem with wildlife. The western boundary with Alabama features rolling hills that gradually transition into fertile plains, a nod to Georgia's agricultural roots. But deep within Georgia's heart, a truth lies hidden, a truth that has waited centuries to emerge. Head to northern Georgia and you will find the mighty Appalachian Mountains. These peaks are not just landmarks, they are relics of time older than most landscapes on the planet. Imagine standing on Brasstown Bald, the tallest point in Georgia where the view stretches across 4 states. The Appalachian Trail begins here, inviting adventurers to tread paths carved through forests and rock formations that have existed for millions of years. Tallulah Gorge cuts deep into the mountains, with waterfalls cascading down sheer cliffs. It is a world that feels untouched, hiding caves, cliffs, and stories of a distant past. Some believe there are undiscovered species lurking in the shadows, while others imagine ancient artifacts waiting to be found. Underneath Georgia's scenic landscapes lies an unexpected treasure: rare earth elements. These critical materials are essential for modern technology, powering smartphones, electric cars, and even magnetic resonance imaging machines. Back in 2018, researchers stumbled upon a discovery in Georgia's kaolin mines. What was once seen as waste material turned out to be packed with valuable elements like dysprosium and ytterbium. This find could position Georgia as a significant player in reducing dependence on imported materials, particularly from China. Now, scientists are working on cost-effective ways to extract these treasures, which might turn Georgia into a hub for technological resources. While the mountains are a spectacle above ground, the real wonders might lie below. Georgia is riddled with caves, each one an intricate maze carved over millennia. In Cloudland Canyon State Park, explorers find waterfalls flowing underground,
one of the coolest waterfalls I've seen so far,
and twisting passageways that seem endless. Radium Springs, with its crystal clear waters, hints at the unique geological processes that shape the state. But these are not just tourist attractions. Some caves are largely unexplored, and who knows what is hidden within their depths. Fossils, ancient artifacts, or even species unknown to science could be waiting for the brave to uncover. Central Georgia tells the story of a prehistoric culture through Dyer Mound, an earthwork now submerged under Lake Oconee. This ceremonial site, built over 1,000 years ago, was once a bustling hub for the Mississippian people. Excavations before the area was flooded revealed pottery, tools, and burial items that speak to a complex society. The mound's design reflects advanced engineering, a testament to the ingenuity of its creators. Though hidden beneath the water, its story persists, sparking curiosity about what other remnants of these ancient civilizations might lie undiscovered across the state. In southern Georgia, the Okefenokee Swamp pulses with life. Spanning over 1,600 square kilometers, it is a place where water meets forest in a tangled, otherworldly mix. Here alligators sunbathe, black bears roam the underbrush, and countless bird species call the swamp home. Paddle through its dark, reflective waters, and the swamp seems alive, its surface blurring the line between land, sky, and water. The area is steeped in legend, with ghostly lights and tales of hidden treasures adding a layer of mystery. Archaeological evidence suggests early Native American tribes thrived here, hinting at secrets buried beneath its murky depths. In Elberton, Georgia, the Georgia Guidestones once stood as a source of intrigue and controversy. Known as America's Stonehenge, this granite monument bore 10 guidelines for humanity, carved in multiple languages. The cryptic messages and precise astronomical alignments fueled countless theories about its purpose. Was it a roadmap for survival? A utopian vision? The mystery deepened with its destruction in 2022, leaving only speculation about the intentions of its creators. Georgia's contributions to science extend beyond Earth. In 2022, researchers at the University of Georgia used artificial intelligence to identify a new exoplanet. Situated in the habitable zone of its star, this discovery has reignited discussions about the possibility of life beyond our planet. The breakthrough highlights Georgia's role in cutting-edge space exploration, blending data analysis and astronomy to push the boundaries of what is known about the universe. Off the coast of Georgia, Gray's Reef has become a hotspot for discoveries that connect us to a distant past. Fossils of mastodons and giant sloths, along with tools crafted by early humans, have been found here, painting a picture of life over 13,000 years ago. The site reveals how prehistoric people adapted to a changing world, offering a glimpse into human resilience and ingenuity. In Jackson County, stone mounds built by Native American communities stand as silent witnesses to a forgotten time. These structures, carefully crafted from rocks, likely served ceremonial purposes or marked significant locations. Archaeologists continue to debate their exact use, but the craftsmanship and cultural importance are undeniable. Excavations have uncovered tools and pottery fragments, providing clues about the lives of the people who built them. At Georgia State University, researchers have made strides in understanding quantum physics. Their work on the fractional quantum Hall effect has revealed new states of matter, challenging traditional theories and paving the way for advancements in quantum computing. This research could lead to more stable systems, revolutionizing industries that rely on technology. Since 2013, the Joro spider, an invasive species from East Asia, has made Georgia its home. Brightly colored and surprisingly harmless, this spider's rapid spread across the southeastern United States has raised eyebrows. Yet it might not be all bad news. Researchers suggest the spider could help control agricultural pests, offering an unexpected benefit to its presence. Georgia's coastline is not just beautiful, it is a hub for scientific innovation. The Skidaway Institute of Oceanography has developed tools to improve hurricane predictions. Using underwater gliders that collect ocean data, researchers are making storm forecasts more accurate. This technology is helping communities prepare for hurricanes, potentially saving lives as climate change intensifies these weather events. From Georgia's depths, we turn to the ocean's chilling expanse, the haunting depths of marine worlds. Oceans stretch across more than 70% of Earth's surface, but here is a twist. Over 80% of that space is still a complete mystery. These depths are too dark, too deep, or just too downright dangerous to explore. The creatures and objects hidden there remain a secret to most. Let us dive into one of the most spine-chilling discoveries, a creature that looks like it escaped from a science fiction horror film. This nightmare, recorded in the year 2015 by the Serpent Project off Angola's coast, was found at over 4,000 feet deep. It is a siphonophore, a colony of tiny organisms working together like a hive mind, but it looks like one pulsating, terrifying entity. These things have no set size or shape, and another, found in the year 2014 near the southern United States coast, proved just how diverse and unsettling they can be. The ocean seems to have no shortage of bizarre and disturbing sights. Artifacts also get their share of underwater limelight. Take the Titanic, famously labeled unsinkable before its infamous plunge.
In the murky depths of the Atlantic, the Titanic.
The wreck was not officially found until the year 1985, but 8 years earlier, a fisherman reeled in a porcelain doll head from 6,000 feet down. Later research hinted it might have belonged to a Titanic survivor. Now that is an eerie historical connection. And if you think the Titanic artifacts are old, prepare for something much older. Back in the year 1984, a diver off Israel's coast stumbled onto a submerged ancient city. Dating back over 8,000 years, this site had houses, graves, and even a stone semicircle resembling Stonehenge, only older. Scientists believe it was swallowed by a massive tsunami triggered by Mount Etna's eruption in ancient Italy. Nature's power really does not mess around. Deep-sea creatures, though, bring a special brand of nightmare fuel. Picture this: a deep-sea lizardfish, a 2-foot predator thriving in pitch darkness. With massive eyes to catch what little light exists and a mouthful of needle-like teeth, these fish do not care what they eat, even if it is their own kind. And here is an odd fact: they are hermaphroditic, so they can reproduce with any other lizardfish they meet. Adaptation at its strangest. Then there is the tripod fish, living 15,000 feet down. These creatures use 3 long fin projections to perch on the seabed and detect prey with fin-like antennae. They have even got the solo reproduction thing covered, creating both sperm and eggs if no mate is around. Nature's survival strategies are nothing if not resourceful. Move back up to around 10,000 feet and you will find the gulper eel. These oddballs have giant, loosely hinged mouths that can gulp down prey twice their size. With a bioluminescent tail tip acting as a lure, these eels' unique hunting style is as effective as it is creepy. Imagine being lured by a glowing light only to end up in a mouth big enough to fit you whole. Strange finds are not limited to living things. Off Madagascar's coast, divers discovered a 7-foot knife. Theories ranged from prehistoric tools to movie props, but no one has confirmed its origin. Similarly, in Grenada's Molinere Bay, sculptures of human figures lurk underwater. Unlike natural mysteries, these were made to draw attention to marine conservation, but they are no less haunting when you stumble upon them during a dive. In the Gulf of Mexico, researchers dropped dead alligators 6,000 feet deep to see how scavengers reacted. One was stripped clean in under a day by isopods, giant, creepy, deep-sea crustaceans. Another was reduced to bones and discovered covered in a strange fuzz, later identified as a new species of bone-eating worm. The third alligator vanished completely, leaving scientists puzzled over what could have dragged away a 40-pound carcass. Speaking of spooky resting places, there is the Turtle Tomb off Malaysia's Sipadan Island. This underwater cave is full of turtle skeletons, likely from turtles that got lost in its labyrinth and ran out of air. It is as sad as it is unsettling. Now picture a hermit crab using an anemone-like zoanthid as its shell. This odd partnership protects the crab from predators and helps the zoanthid move around to find food. Sure, it looks weird, but the arrangement benefits both parties, showcasing nature's strange but efficient ways. In Russia's Barents Sea, fishermen often reel in strange creatures from 3,000 feet deep. One such find was an onion-eyed grenadier, a fish with distended eyes and a bloated mouth due to barotrauma, a result of rapid pressure changes when hauled to the surface. These features give the fish a monstrous appearance, but they are simply the result of their extreme environment. Not all underwater mysteries are natural. Nuclear reactors dumped in seas by the Soviet Union between the years 1960 and 1980 still sit at the ocean's bottom. Most are deemed low risk, but some, like reactors from submarines, pose significant environmental concerns. Heading to the Pacific, the Japan Agency for Marine Earth Science and Technology once recorded something resembling a giant eerie creature. While some speculated it was a mythical ningen, others believed it was just a rock covered in barnacles. Regardless, it is another example of the ocean's ability to blur the line between reality and folklore. The Hadal Zone, the ocean's deepest part, houses the magna pinna or big fin squid. These creatures have tentacles that can stretch over 20 feet suspended at elbow-like angles. Rarely seen, their bizarre anatomy and behavior remain largely a mystery. Encountering one would make you question what else could be lurking in the ocean's deepest shadows, from ocean depths to humanity's underground marvels. Shelters of survival. Imagine life without sunlight. Sounds like a strange fantasy, right? Yet for thousands of years, people have found ways to live beneath the surface of the earth. Hidden below us are vast underground cities, each with its own story to tell. In 1963, a man in Turkey was working on his house when he broke through a wall and stumbled upon a massive hidden city. That city, Derinkuyu, stretches over 300,000 square feet, with tunnels and rooms descending 18 levels into the ground. It is part of a network of over 200 underground cities in the Cappadocia region. Designed as a refuge during wartime, it could shelter 20,000 people along with their livestock. With stone doors, ventilation shafts, and water access, it was a safe haven. Today, visitors can explore Derinkuyu, but only the top 8 levels are accessible to the public. In northern France, the tunnels of Naours date back to the Middle Ages. They served as a refuge during times of war and later as a shelter for soldiers in the First World War. These soldiers left behind over 3,000 carvings and inscriptions, preserving their history in stone. Beneath Portland, Oregon, lies a network of passages known as the Shanghai Tunnels. Built in the 1800s, these tunnels connected the city's waterfront to businesses, hotels, and bars. Dark legends surround them, with stories claiming they were used to kidnap people for forced labor on ships. While the truth remains murky, the tunnels add a chilling chapter to Portland's history. Under Edinburgh's bustling streets are the dark, damp chambers of the Edinburgh Vaults. Built in the late 1700s as storage spaces for merchants, they later became home to pubs, workshops, and eventually the city's poor and criminal elements. Over time, the vaults deteriorated into a ghostly maze of small, damp rooms. Excavations in the 1980s revealed remnants of the lives once lived there, including toys and medicine bottles. Just outside Krakow, Poland, the Wieliczka salt mine is a 13th century marvel. Stretching over 287 kilometers and descending more than 300 meters, it is not just a mine.
I need to be really curious just to see how salty in flavor things are around you down there.
Chapels, statues, and chandeliers carved entirely from salt make this underground space feel otherworldly. Visitors can also explore salt lakes that shimmer under the glow of salt lamps. In this Spanish town, life literally happens under a rock. With homes and restaurants carved into the stone, Setenil de las Bodegas stays cool in summer and warm in winter. This ingenious setup has roots in prehistoric times, blending practicality with an undeniably unique aesthetic. The harsh heat of the Australian outback led to the creation of Coober Pedy, an underground town that is also the opal capital of the world. With temperatures often exceeding 50 degrees Celsius, residents built their homes and businesses below ground to escape the extreme climate. Today, the town includes underground shops, churches, and even hotels, offering a cool retreat from the relentless sun. Imagine a skyscraper flipped upside down. That is Earthscraper, a design concept for a 65-story inverted building in Mexico City. With a glass roof allowing sunlight to flood its central core, it is a futuristic twist on underground living. Over 2,000 years old, the Kariz-e-Kish in Iran is a labyrinth of tunnels originally built to collect and store water. Fossil-covered ceilings and ancient water systems make this network a historical and geological treasure. Today, parts of it have been transformed into cafes and art galleries. Built during the 1970s amid fears of war, Beijing's Dixiacheng is an underground city covering 85 square kilometers. It was designed to shelter 300,000 people for up to 4 months. With schools, shops, and even a skating rink, it is a massive example of Cold War-era ingenuity. Though abandoned today, it is believed that many homeless individuals now call it home. Known as the Underground City, Riso is a sprawling network beneath Montreal. Covering 32 kilometers, it links shopping centers, metro stations, and more, providing a warm escape during harsh winters. It is a bustling hub, used daily by hundreds of thousands of people. Inspired by Manhattan's Highline Park, the Low Line aims to transform an abandoned trolley terminal into the world's first underground park. Using advanced skylight technology, natural light is funneled below ground to nourish plants and trees, creating a green oasis beneath the city. Helsinki's subterranean world includes shopping centers, swimming pools, and even a church. Built with geopolitical tensions in mind, it is designed to protect up to 750,000 people in case of an emergency. Its geothermal heating system and water reservoirs make it a model of sustainable underground planning. Subtropolis is a repurposed limestone mine that has become a business hub. With naturally controlled temperatures between 18 and 21 degrees Celsius, it is home to storage facilities, data centers, and more. This underground space is both practical and efficient. Hidden beneath Corsham, England, Burlington is a former Cold War-era nuclear bunker. Built to house 4,000 people, it includes everything from a hospital to a railway link for the royal family. Though decommissioned, it remains a fascinating relic of a tense historical period. Naples underground stretches for 80 kilometers and has roots going back over 2,000 years. Initially dug by the Greeks, it was later expanded by the Romans. During the Second World War, it served as a bomb shelter. Today, it is a maze of tunnels and chambers rich with history. Originally built for silver transport in the 16th century, the tunnels of Guanajuato were later used as hideouts during Mexico's War of Independence. They are also home to the Museum of the Mummies, a macabre collection of naturally preserved bodies. Accidentally discovered a decade ago, Nushabad's underground city dates back 1,500 years. Its 3 levels include rooms, staircases, and even traps to thwart invaders. This ancient refuge offers a glimpse into a time when survival depended on ingenuity. The Pilsen Underground is a sprawling network of cellars and tunnels. Initially used for storage and brewing beer, it later served as a sewer system. Today, it is a key part of Pilsen's cultural and historical identity. Designed to combat floods, Tokyo's Floodwater Cathedral is a marvel of modern engineering. With massive tanks and powerful pumps, it protects the city from heavy rains and typhoons. This underground facility is both functional and awe-inspiring. What other hidden marvels might be lying beneath our feet, waiting to be uncovered? Share your thoughts below, hit like, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights.